Have you ever entered a foreign country feeling lost and out of place? Believe me, I became all too familiar with this feeling from an age far too early. Being a young woman of color living in a predominantly Caucasian society, it was not long before I realized there was a defining feature separating myself from my peers. I knew this was true when in the 8th grade my friends would scrunch up their noses as they pointed out my cultural lunches and ask in a far less than pleasant voice, "What's that?" I knew this was true when in the 7th grade I was stopped on my bag search after not purchasing anything in a local Big W. And I knew this was true when in my very first year of schooling another student asked me why my skin is brown. And quite frankly, I did not know the answer to that question. Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen, as much as I wish my greatest challenge in life was something to be taken lightly, the simple fact is it's not. Prejudice. The preconceived opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. This can be characterized by one's gender, age, religion, or race. It affects over 13% of our country, myself included. Prejudice is inevitable. Whether or not you realize or intend it, whether it's negative or not, everybody has initial thoughts. But unfortunately for myself, these presumptions are more often than not against my favor. Because when I enter a room, the first impression one often gets from looking at me is another black girl. Just 3 words. This simple thought is more than enough to set one's entire opinion on me. This means that because I am a woman and because my skin is darker, I will have to work twice as hard to receive half the recognition for my achievements. This means that people don't expect me to be able to withstand difficult conditions when under pressure. And this means that the worst is expected to come from me. Always. Because the color of my skin and that of those around me will forever play a large role in the way society is structured. Take the justice system, for example. Racial bias skews the likelihood of a person of color being pulled over by the police, or how likely we are to be released or detained pre-trial, and the severity of punishment. Because no matter what, the first thing people see, the first thing people take notice of, is the color of my skin. Now, I wish, more than anything, that I could continue on with how I overcame my great challenges of prejudice and racial discrimination. But the hard truth is this partiality may never be completely abolished. Because Maya Angelou said prejudice is a burden that confuses the past, threatens the future, and renders the present inaccessible. This means the 7th grade may have been the first, but unlike the last time I had my bag searched. This means that I may never not be compared to racial stereotypes. And this means that for generations to come, little black girls, just like myself, won't feel accepted in a community unalike. If there should be one thing that sits with you today, I could only hope that it would be that you took into careful consideration the ways in which you interact with and treat those around you. Because despite my race and despite my religion, age, or gender, I am just as much human as everybody else. So I urge you to take part in fostering a community that does not brand those who do not fit into society's standards of average, but accepts, supports, and encourages the diversity of our population.